One of the biggest improvements of FIFA Ultimate Team this year within FIFA 23 is not a new game mode, but in fact a change with the chemistry system. We've had the exact same chemistry layout since FIFA 09, the very first Ultimate Team, with a few very slight changes over the years, but now within FIFA 23, chemistry is completely changing and it opens up so many opportunities. But before we do talk about those opportunities, if you're looking to hit the ground running with FIFA 23 Ultimate Team and actually get some coins on day one, there is no better place than Mule Factory. Head over there to get yourself some cheap, fast FIFA 23 coins, completely reliable, and if you use Fnatic 5 at checkout, you'll also get yourself a 5% discount. Link can be found in the description down below. The chemistry change in FIFA 23 is the biggest change in my opinion. It opens the door for a lot more team variation rather than seeing the exact same links every single match. We've had so many years where there's an insanely good player within a league, but unfortunately the league that they're playing in just isn't as good overall. And if you want to use that player within a team, you have two options. You either place them in the team but have mediocre players around them. We're talking bronze and silver players just so that you can get the chemistry. Or your other option is to place them within a good team but have that player itself be low on chem. Neither of which are reasonable for you to be going through Ultimate Team, especially if you are looking to be competitive. The best thing that you can do in this situation is actually wait. You'll have to wait until more of those players within that league get different types of special cards so that they will have a boosted stats. But you have no clue of when that's going to happen. It could potentially be towards the end of the year during Team of the Season, and at that point, it's useless. So in FIFA 23, EA's finally made the decision to change chemistry, and this is exactly how it works. Chemistry is still within the game, but it's no longer linked to your full squad, but now instead individual players. Players will either get 1, 2, or 3 chemistry, and this is shown by looking at the blue icon in the bottom left of their card. You also have a breakdown within the squad menu where you can see each player listed in your starting 11 and how much chemistry they have. But I want to make it clear, if you have a player with 0 chemistry, they're still going to perform pretty well. This is because EA have completely removed any negative impact to attributes caused by low chemistry, so a player will always be playing at their base attributes. This does mean that if you are looking to play in a 4-4-2 formation and you want to have Ronaldo and Mbappe up front, and even though they don't have a nationality to link together, they're not in the same league and they're not in the same team, it really doesn't matter. They're getting 0 chemistry overall, but they're still going to be great players to use within game. There is no negative effect to their stats. This was not possible within FIFA 22 or any other previous FIFA because you would need to have a link. You would need to add a Messi right mid so he gets a link to Mbappe, and you would need to add a Bruno Fernandes so that he can get a link to Ronaldo, and that's when they have full chem. Now, where chemistry would fit in with FIFA 23 for each individual player is if you want that player to have a boost. When a player is on 1 chemistry, they'll have a small boost, at 2 chemistry, they'll get a medium boost, and at 3 chemistry, they will get a full boost to their attributes, helping them perform a lot better within game.
It's like a periodic table!
Now, for you to build chemistry with a player, they don't need to be connected to each other. You will see within the starting 11 that there are no links within your starting 11. This is because chemistry is fluid across the whole team, and not just ones which are closest to that player's position. The example that EA used within their trailer was having Trent Alexander-Arnold as a right back. Now, in between him, there was no links for the Premier League, no English links, and there was no Liverpool links. But there was an Andrew Robertson which was placed at left back. Both Trent and also Andrew Robertson would increase their chemistry because they link to each other across the starting 11. They are still within the exact same league and the exact same team, so they can both benefit without being directly connected. This opens up a lot more opportunities for you to still have maximum chemistry on players without them being close to each other. This brings a whole new meaning to a perfect link within game, because no longer do they need to have a link in position, whether it be two centre mids, two CDMs, a cam and a striker, a left forward or a striker, a right mid to right back. It really doesn't matter. You can have a right back which doesn't directly connect to anyone around them, but you can have a connection with a left wing. And that will still give them a chemistry boost, which will then also give a boost with their overall stats, and they're nowhere near each other on the pitch. But the thing that I really like about this chemistry system is that you don't really need to have anyone linked to anyone. There is no negative impact across your player's stats based on chemistry. You can take 11 different nationalities from 11 different leagues and put them all in the correct position and you will be fine. They're still going to be performing well within game. If you really want, you could even move some players out of position, but it will come at a cost. Let's say, for example, you're looking to build a full Ligue 1 team with Mbappe up front in his correct position as a striker. If you decide to move Mbappe down to a centre mid, he will get zero chemistry despite there being 10 other players within that team which fits the exact same league and nationality as him. Not just that, but Mbappe will also not give chem to other players. Now, because there is enough players within this starting 11 filled with Ligue 1 players, it really doesn't matter too much, but if he was needed, he also wouldn't give out any chemistry to other players because he's out of his default position. Now, yet again, there is no negative impact based on Mbappe's stats, and it probably wouldn't affect him too much because he's gonna have good overall stats in general. But from a chemistry point of view, it's like he doesn't even exist. It's like you're playing with 10 players within your starting 11 rather than 11. And it simply means that he will not have boosted stats and he cannot benefit other players with their chemistry, so they will also not get any boosted attributes. Now, positions within FIFA 23 have also changed. It's no longer the position layout that we're used to. Each player will have their preferred position and then they'll also have an alternative position. And each player within the game will have at least 2 positions which they're willing to play in. Some will have even more. With Mbappe, his preferred position is striker, but his alternative positions is centre forward and left wing. And this is because those are the positions that he's played in within real life. There are also still some positions which you can convert to even if they haven't played there, just because it's incredibly similar. So if there's a player that's only played as a left mid and right mid within real life, you will be able to convert them to a left wing and a right wing within game just with the default position modifiers. So there's definitely more than enough opportunity for you to convert players out of their default position or their preferred position to alternative positions and still get maximum chemistry, so that you will still be able to get the maximum boosts on your players' attributes. And finally, the boost which is applied to your players' attributes based on their chemistry really comes down to the different chem styles that you're looking to apply to that player. Chemistry styles will change a player's base stats. That's always been the case, and based on their chemistry would depend on how much it improves by. If they have 10 chemistry, they will get the maximum possible. Whereas if they're on 0 chemistry, not only will they not have a boost, but they would be negatively impacted. Within FIFA 23, there is no negative impact as we've already gone through, but with the boost stats, it just means that it's going to be based around certain stats based with that chemistry style. What's really cool is once we start looking into different icons. Icons will have full chemistry when they're played in their preferred position regardless of the rest of the team. They can have 0 links overall, but they're still going to have free chem. Heroes are also exactly the same. They will have full chemistry when played in their preferred position regardless of the rest of the squad, but they will also count as 2 increments towards their league chemistry threshold and will also count 1 increment towards their nationality, making it easier for players around them to also increase their chemistry. Overall, for FIFA 23, I do still believe that this is one of the biggest changes to be made. Not any new game modes, not foot moments, but chemistry itself. Just because it opens a lot more variety. There's so many more options for the different teams that you can have, just because you no longer need to link a certain player with another player just because it was a perfect link. I really want to try out some amazing teams next year where I just have players out of their position, or maybe not even connecting anyone around them to another league, another nationality, another team. It really doesn't matter because you're going to still have a good performing team within game. I do honestly believe that for FIFA 23, a 2-team system is going to come back. It used to be that you did have to rock with 2 teams, mainly for fitness. After 2 or 3 games, your players would be down to 70, 80 fitness, and that's when you would need to go and swap out or go and buy a squad fitness card, which were very costly. With FIFA 23, I think it's not going to be that you need to have 2 teams. I think it's going to be that you're wanting to have 2 teams. One team which is getting very good chemistry across some very good players, and it's seen as the meta, just so that you can use it to compete within the high divisions within division rivals or compete within the likes of FUT champions. Whereas your second team, and the team that I'm more excited about this year, is just going to be your fun team. A team where you've got a variety of different players, some of them out of position, some of them not even getting links, loads of different versions, whether it be rare gold or some icons, different types of special cards, not many of them linking, most players probably on 0 or even 1 chemistry if they're lucky, but it's just a fun team to play through. And maybe you are using it in division rivals, but likely you're going through other game modes, with the sole purpose of just having fun, because now you're officially allowed to build your ultimate team at no cost. Thank you very much for watching this video, but before you do go, I want to let you know that I've put together a free training session which will show you how you can build your very own successful YouTube gaming channel. Over the last couple of years, I've created several channels for myself under my own personal name. I've also helped out many other clients build their own gaming channels, all of which have been able to achieve partner status in less than 90 days. And now I've put everything that I know, all the secret hidden tips, all into one training session. So if you are interested in having your own gaming channel, you can find a link in the description down below, as well as there will be a link within the pinned comments. If you click that, it will take you directly to that free training. Thank you very much for watching.